Welcome again to my channel, LR Retro. Now, we will review the next chapter of Grappler Baki, the Warrior's Struggle arc. It's the chapter where Hanma Baki finally decided to finish his fight with Shiba Chiharu. But what kind of method would he use to defeat the immortal man? Let's find out. But first, please know that you can buy the new Grappler Baki volume collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link on the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. Please subscribe and let's begin. The chapter starts inside the boxing arena. Retsu is thinking. It's as if my brain was the tofu. And it was shaking violently in its cage. I just have to make sure I meet it with the same amount of force so that the water doesn't break at all. It has stopped. I survived without incident. Good. Smoking Joe then thinks. So, he can stand, huh? Yeah, that's good. Hell, that is very good. The spectators then commented. He stood up. From that down? I am not going to change. All of a sudden, the bell rung. Retsu talked to his coach saying, Isn't this when you would usually give me advice? You don't know boxing. And I can't give you advice on things that are not related to boxing. Don't mess around. You never know what might happen inside the ring. Are you fighting in there, or are you simply playing some sort of game? What will you do when you go back into the ring? The exact same. There is still something I can use. There is only one purpose for these two fists. And I will use what you stand for. And that is boxing. It feels as if the second has been given advice by you now. What is your advice? Then the bell rung once more. The coach replied. The things you can do. Do them all. Watch out. Then Smoking Joe threw a right hook. But Retsu managed to dodge it by jumping really high. That is enough. There is no need to wait any longer. I will now start using all I have to win this match. I have to use these fists. Precise and accurate. That is what will bring him down. I am grateful for this fight. Cause I can already use everything I have. I don't need to think when I am using everything that I have. I will no longer show this fight any kind of negligence. One more time. Then Retsu threw a devastating right straight. Now, it's as if we are back at the beginning. As I will use everything I have to bring you down. And that is how I will show gratitude to the coach. The formidable champion has now been knocked down. Muhammad Ali then commented. He did it. He actually used boxing. We now move on in the streets of Tokyo. Hanma Baki is saying. You are truly amazing, huh, Chiharu? Even though it's Chiharu's flow. Your kick just now. Even though I went along with the flow, it still had more impact than I thought. Chiharu always puts in more than expected into his attacks. But I would say that I have a black belt in your flow by now. Truly, the fighting spirit of a god. It's as if your tension is always at its highest. Always looking ahead. And that is also the reason why you were able to push yourself up as you did. Chiharu's spirit. Chiharu's flow. Chiharuism. At first, I did not have a formal nickname to be called by. I just showed up at the scene to fight. I just showed them the real Shiba Chiharu. But to become Shiba Chiharu, I had to grow into him. Because it was more of a spiritual thing than anything else. Spirit. Backbone. Soul. Fighting spirit. Willpower. Power. Spirit of rivalry. Grit. Pride. Madness. Reckless. Rash. Furious. Daredevil. No limits. And no planning. There are several key points on the front side of the head or face. By using this weakness, you can not only take away the power and pride of the human body, but it also allows you to use a headbutt to take down your opponent. It's truly a good technique. How would you even describe Chiharu's flow? There is a certain elegance embedded into it. Self-sacrifice without the knowledge of any kind of limit. Self-destruction without the knowledge of any kind of limit. Your guts should come from a bottomless pit. It's a fair trade to sell yourself to gain guts. The Blue Tiger Gang all have a sense of awe for their leader. And they have become the support for a man, not really needing one. This is one of the youngest members of those who follow him. These are the words from a 17-year-old follower. Let me give you an example. Let's say that Chiharu was to join the Tokyo Marathon. And it's because he is Mr. Chiharu. Till that day, he won't practice for it every day. Since it's a marathon, it's more like a weak sport. And that would be his only problem. That is how Chiharu sets up success. There is no mistake in it. It doesn't matter if it's an enemy or simply a sport. This man will go all the way with spirit, guts, and willpower alone. With that kind of spirit, there isn't a limit that can hold this man back. And it is that charisma that till this very day has created more than a few upsets. It seems that my sacrifice has paid off. It seems that the damage to my face was in exchange for your right hand, as well as your left leg. There is no such thing as evil in an exchange of war efforts. I can't use this broken hand anymore. My leg is now also broken down. Chiharu, won't you give this up? Because soon, you won't be able to use your left hand either. Baki. I am standing here as my own man. And as that, I will have to put my all in the next attack. I will show you the real Shiba Chiharu. That is what I want to say. I also want to see more of this Chiharu flow. Don't you agree? Is that your final answer? We both want to see it, don't we? I will go with the 100% of my so-called Chiharu flow. What are you looking at? You get it, don't you? It's two of them. You will take them both, won't you? Don't take them down. The both of them. The hunter is ready to hunt down his prey. Keep them like that. Chiharu. Hey. This isn't my first time. The 100% was exposed. No, it wasn't like that. To know how much was out, you would have to bring an oscillograph to the fight. The Shiba Chiharu flow. If you look at him at a glance, you would say that his nose does look really soft, as does his mouth. As if it would be the best place to aim with your fist. But that kind of hope will be broken upon impact. He will match your power, double it, and return it to you. It's then that you would realize the reason for his confidence. Even with an injured right arm. Even if you tried to hit him with a will made of steel, he would have a welcome hit for you. He will break you down to the very inner part of your spirit. He will try to go a full 100% at all times. That is Shiba Chiharu. And right at that man's flow. That Shiba Chiharu was cornered. Baki then said. Don't lie. Shiba Chiharu. I am sure you won't just go for an eye hit. Your aim will be for a real vital point. It is safe to assume that you will do a complete reverse of the Chiharu flow. This type of thing isn't your style. This isn't something that you can do. You will definitely retract them as you won't be able to impale someone's eye like this. You aren't someone who takes the life of his opponent by design. Chiharu. Keep them straight out. Let's see if you are able. The person facing those two fingers usually moves freely. And usually, the space to hit his eyes is close to 2 or 3 centimeters. But even if the enemy is in mid-air, and even if it was two of them at the same time, with the right amount of power and precision. And for someone like you, it's just not possible. Will you truly take my eyes away from me? With those two fingers of yours? I'll make it simple for you. All you have to do is keep your arms out straight. Your fingers against my eyes, and let's see which one shall come out on top. Chiharu replied. I will make you eat those words. It would be a real shame if I miss this chance. Especially after all that big talk you just gave me. Let's make sure we clash with each other in a head-on collision. Make sure you move in one straight line at me. All of a sudden, Hanma Baki dashed through Chiharu's fingers at an extremely fast speed. At a later time, Shiba Chiharu told his story. When Baki's eyes were on the edge of connecting with his fingers. His plan was to time it just right and make a fist to hit Baki with. But the truth was, he did not have that kind of time at his disposal. It was a complete mystery as to what happened before his very own eyes. The only name you can give it would have to be the cockroach dash, right? What do you think of this chapter? Do you think Shiba Chiharu now finally accept his defeat? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, a Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isom Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Will, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Joshua Ash, Aiden, Mars Kane, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Jaden Robinson, Carlos Rios, Reiner Braun, Tarek Abujaber, and Brennan. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Sean. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the dark side of karate. Arachi Doppo's most brutal technique. Stay tuned.